WGAN Forum Podcast number 62. Monday, February 15, 2022.
This WGAN Forum podcast is sponsored by the We Get Around Network Forum, your source for Matterport and related 3D and 360 platforms, cameras, and third-party add-ons. Visit WGANforum.com.
GeoWeek 2022 brings the geospatial and built worlds together in person, exceeds expectations. Nearly 1,900 professionals gathered in person, show floor completely sold out. Denver, Colorado, Tuesday, February 15, 2022. Geospatial and built world professionals gathered last week for GeoWeek, held February 6 to 8, 2022 at the Colorado Convention Center in Denver. GeoWeek is the coming together of former standalone events AEC Next Technology Expo and Conference, International LiDAR Mapping Forum, and SPAR 3D Expo and Conference, and powerful partnership events including ASPRS Annual Conference, MAPPS Annual Conference, and USIBD Annual Symposium. GeoWeek had a sold-out exhibit hall floor featuring 140-plus companies, and the event brought together 1,890 verified professionals out of more than 2,100 registrants, representing 49 states and 48 countries, cementing its place as the premier event for increased integration between the built environment, advanced airborne and terrestrial technologies, and commercial 3D technologies. The turnout was tremendous, said Lee Corkill, Group Director at Diversified Communications, which produces the event. After so much time apart, it was clear that the industry was ready to connect again in person. By bringing together multiple events under one roof, the event surpassed every expectation this year, and we are thrilled to be back supporting our customers and helping to advance geospatial and the built world. GeoWeek kicked off Sunday, February 6, with product previews, followed by 2.5 days of extensive conference programming from 125-plus speakers, including keynote presentations from innovators at Draper, Microsoft, USGS, Planet, EndeavorXR, NVIDIA, and NASA. The keynote presentations can be accessed at www.geoweek.com. The excitement on the expansive exhibit hall floor was palpable. Best-in-class solutions from the most influential companies were on display, allowing attendees to source the latest geospatial and built world innovations while networking with vendors and one another. Dozens of new products were introduced at GeoWeek, making it a true hub for innovation. Special features of the 2022 event included a Pitch the Press event, during which the latest products from Navvis, Avatour and ProStar Geo Corp were chosen from 16 presentations that were pitched rapid-fire to a panel of high-profile press representatives at GeoWeek. These solutions represented the cutting edge in reality capture, collaborative work, and visualization tools. The GeoWeek Awards ceremony celebrated excellence across the geospatial industry in collaboration with LiDAR Magazine, LiDAR News, and ASPRS. The LiDAR Leaders Awards recognized accomplishments from Emesent, Outsight, University of Oregon, Minnesota 3D Geomatics Committee, and a posthumous award honoring Martin Eisenberg of Rapid Lasso. The Younger Geospatial Professional Award recognized Rami Tamimi, the founder and chief geodetic engineer at GEOIC. The GeoWeek Awards ceremony can be viewed on YouTube. Numerous networking events were held, including the Welcome Happy Hour sponsored by Trimble, and the sold-out Elevated Networking Reception sponsored by MAPPS and Sanborn Map Company. Many attendees expressed excitement at returning to in-person events. Nathan Hopper, project manager and lead scientist at Woolpert, remarked, "It's been a great turnout. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to see people, talk to people, sit down with people, and not present yourself on a screen across to an empty medium, so that's been fantastic. That's what we missed during the pandemic." Jason Stoker, physical scientist at USGS, shared the sentiment, "It's been great to get back out after 2 years and actually see people face to face. I think everybody's really happy to be around and interface face to face again." The theme of technological collaboration across teams was prevalent throughout the conference. Amy Peck, founder and CEO of Endeavor VR, commented, "To understand the workforce and their workflows, we need to be smart about how we introduce this technology, because it touches every single aspect of building lifecycle management from the design phase, even the investment phase." Hopper continued, "That's why we come together as communities. So we can establish relationships, foster relationships, look at people, and establish trust. When you're in an industry, it takes a team of industry members to make things happen for projects, and you have to have that level of trust. And it's just something you cannot establish or maintain in a remote setting." GeoWeek was supported by 148 publications, portals, associations, user groups, analysts, cooperating events, government agencies, nonprofits, and others, including We Get Around Network. We are grateful to the partners who chose to back and promote this event. Their engagement is so important, and we look forward to continuing to provide value to one another in the coming years, said Corkill. By convening the most influential companies and thought leaders to share their expertise and solutions, we gave everyone involved in the geospatial and built world markets the opportunity to learn from the best, said Corkill. The next iteration of GeoWeek takes place February 13 to 15, 2023 in Denver, Colorado. About GeoWeek. GeoWeek is part of a network of events and media for the global geospatial and built markets organized by Diversified Communications, a leading organizer of conferences, trade shows, and online media with 15 years in the technology arena. GeoWeek, taking place February 13 to 15, 2023 in Denver, is the name of previously standalone events AEC Next Technology Expo and Conference, International LiDAR Mapping Forum, and SPAR 3D Expo and Conference, and reflects the increased integration between the built environment, advanced airborne and terrestrial technologies, and commercial 3D technologies. Powerful partnership events also take place at GeoWeek, including ASPRS, American Society for Photogrammetry and Remote Sensing, MAPPS, and USIBD, U.S. Institute of Building Documentation. Diversified Communications also produces GeoWeek e-newsletter, SPAR 3D e-newsletter, AEC Next, e-newsletter, Geo Business Show, UK, Digital Construction Week, UK, Commercial UAV Expo, and Commercial UAV News. For more information, visit www.geo-week.com. Questions? Laura Burns, GeoWeek Marketing Manager, lburns@divcom.com.